Now let's have a look at my favorite feature in Cloudflare, and that's the crypto settings. Click up on the crypto icon. By crypto, Cloudflare means encryption or the cryptography settings for your website. More commonly in the real world, this just means the SSL, which is the green bar you see, or the green padlock that you see when you go to a particular URL. If it's using SSL and it's a secured website, then it will be green. If it's not, and I just click on our test site for now, you'll see that we're not using SSL. So you get a little icon here. That's not very encouraging to visitors. It doesn't build a feeling of strength and security when your visitors come to your website. And Google have also said that they are now promoting websites in their search listings that do have HTTPS or SSL enabled. So let's get that enabled. Cloudflare makes that really easy to do for us. So click on the crypto tab, and then the first box you'll see is the SSL box, and it should already be set to flexible SSL. And this is the default and the one that you should use, generally speaking, setting. So this means that Cloudflare is giving us a flexible certificate, and that is securing all of the traffic between our website and the Cloudflare server, which is all in reality what we need. So once that is set up, then we can go down and you'll see some other settings, but I'll cover those in detail in a moment. And we'll go back to our main site. And now if we visit the HTTPS or SSL version of our site, then we should get a domain. So you can see now that the HTTPS version of our URL is working nicely because we're using a Cloudflare certificate. But there's a problem. We're not getting our nice green padlock, which instills all of the confidence in the end user. We're still getting the alert icon from Chrome. Why is that happening? Well, the reason is we're using an image, and that image is being served from a domain that isn't using an SSL. So the source of this image is a HTTP, but our domain is loading from a HTTPS, and browsers don't like that. It means the entire site is not secured, so it's not actually giving us the green padlock. But again, Cloudflare have given us a solution to this problem. So go back to your crypto tab and scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see automatic HTTPS rewrites. Click that setting to on, and give it a second, and we'll go back to our website. And now we'll click on reload, and now you'll see Cloudflare has rewritten the domain from this website and is now serving it, of this image, and is now serving it from its own HTTPS secure URL. So now everything on our site, the site itself and the images are all being served automatically without me having to alter anything from a HTTPS URL. So now Chrome gives us this nice green secure badge at the top, which instills confidence in our end users and buyers. Now, the one final problem that Cloudflare helps us solve is that there's actually still a non-HTTPS version of our website in existence. So if I type it in without, you can see I can go back now and I can get to the non-HTTPS version of our website. It's still running. So Google will effectively see that as two separate domains, both running identical and duplicate content. And of course, we'll get an SEO penalty for that. Again, Cloudflare to the rescue. Just scroll up a bit and we'll see here another setting called always use HTTPS. So now this will force all incoming traffic to always use the HTTPS version of our website. So let's turn it on and see what happens. So again, I'll try now and go to the non-HTTPS version of our website. And you see Cloudflare has automatically redirected the traffic to our HTTPS version of our website. So I'll remove that S and try and force it again to go back to the normal old HTTP version. And there it is, it's redirecting now. So we can't get to the other domain. And all of these redirects are 301 SEO compliant redirects. So it's absolutely perfect for what Google wants. Okay, let's have a look at the final settings in the crypto tab. Scroll back up to the top. And I'll go through each in turn. So we've already discussed you should be running it in flexible. Guide down here, the edge certificates you're using the Cloudflare default, so you can see it's already loaded the edge certificates for us. The custom host names is an enterprise, so we can't use that. We don't need to use our own origin certificates. We are forcing HTTPS, which is great, prove that that works. You don't need to use the HSTS. Transport security is a bit of a minefield, and it can take your site offline and keep it offline for a long time, and there's nothing you can do to get it back online. So I do not recommend you use this, because if it goes wrong, it can be a real pain. This is only really useful for very high security websites like financial industries, etc. Authenticated origin pools, we don't want to turn this on unless we do have our own certificate stored on our web server. Remember, we're not bothering with that. We're just using the Cloudflare certificate that they provided us with, so I'm going to leave that one off. Opportunistic encryption, yeah, you can leave that on. TLS can be the 1.3, can be the default setting, which is enabled plus ORTT. Require modern TLS. It depends what your preference is for this one. I'm going to leave it off because I want the widest range of visitors coming to my website as possible. If you do turn this on, then some people using older browsers are not going to be able to visit your website because they won't have the right version of TLS. So I'd leave this one off and just let everyone visit your website. And then the automatic HTTPS rewrites. So that's if you're serving images or scripts from non-SSL domains, then Cloudflare will automatically attempt to rewrite them for you. So we had this setting switched on. So now my website's running in full HTTPS and I get the nice green secure, so I can now get better rankings in Google, or I can serve Facebook tabs from my own domain, etc. And I haven't had to spend out any money or install any complicated certificates on my web server.